Protest and the school has been on closure for now. Are you aware that it has been closed for now?
No.
You are not aware? You have not seen the circular? You have not seen the circular that students should vacate their hostel?
Oh no, I've seen that.
You have seen the circular? So who really shut down the school?
You look at the situation.
The management, not the student.
I'm not aware that the school has been shut down.
You are not aware that the school has been shut down?
I'm aware that students protested this morning.
And then?
Earlier today, but I'm not aware that the school has been shut down.
Did you see the circular?
I saw it.
The students should vacate the hostel?
The students should vacate, but I don't believe it because the circular itself, it's somehow no stamp, no signature. I only saw the acting registrar's name there. So anybody can see it anywhere and write that and then begin to publicize it. So I saw BSU stamp, the registrar stamp and signature on it. Then I will know that okay, this is emanating from the quarters I can trust, you know. But that one, anybody can sit at judge's quarters or GRA or even at the gate and write anything and then start publicizing it. That was why I told you I'm not aware that the school has been shut down in the first place. I only know students protested.
Stamp, NAV, signature.
So you don't believe that the school has been shut down?
I do not believe in the circular.
Are you a law student?
No.
My name is Comrade DPO Accountant Bright. They hosted DPO second camp Benue State University headquarters. Students have been chased out of the hostel because fought for their rights.
Yes, the matter.
And the school authority, they want to intimidate us, and we the students, because of the aluta spirit, we refuse to be intimidated by anybody.
Do students have right to shut down the gates?
I can say yes, because those people that are victimizing us for our rights, and they know the current condition of Benue State's workers, and majority of us, we are not independent, we are dependent. So we cannot allow some of our mates to be victimized.
Why we just fold our hands and watch?
We fold our hands and watch.
Please, why is the school so empty?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Exams I just commenced a few days ago, and and news got to us that a lot of students were chased out of exam halls. They missed exams in the name that they were unable to pay school fees. The student proceeded on a protest today, and of course it calls for security on part of the school management, and they decided to close the school temporarily to settle the security challenges that they have seen for the protest that emerged. Just to tell you the level of insecurity that we have in this country, in this state, and in this vicinity. Because if we are inhabitants of this state, you should understand that we'll be having some security challenges. Look at what happened in Logo, another part of Benue, where the herdsmen came and attacked. So these are some of the issues that we are calling the government to be tirelessly in providing security to protect the inhabitants and the students, particularly the way things are, because it's very unfortunate. Second camp is also part of this university. It's as good as first camp. So I don't understand the reason why the security should be available at the first camp to protect lives. They cannot extend that gesture to the second camp so that it will cover all the campuses.
About that,
I think the students have a very big point to be considered from the authorities, because when if you take a close research on what is happening in the Benue state, I think this state is predominantly civil servant, and these people have not been paid for close to a year, and some of those parents, they have their children in schools there. So I think that decision is very harsh, because when parents are not paid, how would they fulfill school fees? How would they send school fees to their children to pay in the university? So I think the decision is very drastic against the student, and it did not just speak against the student, it also speak against the parents who send these children to Benue State University.
thank you very much.
Madam. Madam.
I went to the ATM and the ATM is not working. I don't really know what caused it.
You don't know what caused it? Has it been like that before?
No.
So what do you
I
think?
think it's just for today because of the strike, because of the protest that happened. That's why the ATM, they refused to impute money to the ATM. But since previous days, the ATM have been having money. But today, the ATM, there was no money in the ATM.
Do you think there's money in the ATM that refused to dispense?
No, there's no money in the ATM because the ATM temporarily read that the screen showed that they were temporarily unable to they were unable to dispense cash.
How is that affecting you?
Because I needed to go outside the school and I don't have money.
The way things they go down for here, but it's critical. The school they on total lockdown. I wish it was there in the morning, see everything they go down. But now so everybody from hostel, now so they come out. Now so they jump out together, see the girls and just some of them come out with bra. Others you need see waiting and wear from down now. Wow. Now so they just march. We converge for them, we forget there. Dean come, we no give am face. Now so DPO come, we no give am face. Because the person who wants see bar, no be even the VCU. The person where we be want see self now governor himself, because we see Yamokpata give us that time. Okay, so are they being governor? They pay salary for 10 months now. I never pay government workers. Wow. Are they being they pay salary where by this kind thing for no fee hit us the way we don't hit us like so. If we don't pay school fees, they were, but the guy destabilize matter. That matter be say most of those guys be no pay school fees. So, but statistics for the whole school can't show say 75% of students have paid their school fees. And then statistics again proves that 10% of these students are final year students and 5% are not final year students. So the number or the percentage of students that have not paid their school fees are much, coming to 400 level. And when you don't take these final exams, you automatically have a spillover. That means you will come back next year to pay double school fees. That is 3 times again. And then before you take your exam. So you see how bad it is, and the effect on 400 level students is very drastic. So those niggas being ball out now, they be come out, say if they say their mates no go write exam, then say they no go write. So then come out that day.
The government is not trying at all. The school management to say no school fees, no written of exams, I think that's very, very wrong. Because I think for final year students, we are not running away. we are going to write these exams. And after these exams, we are going to come back for our clearance and for our results, like things like that. So I think you permit the student to write the exams. So when they come for their clearance or to correct their result, I think that's where you hold them. If they don't pay their school fees, they are not going to see the exams, they are not going to do their clearance. From there, at least you also give them time. For that, they'll be able to look for money. But now, people are hustling to eat and other things around for you, getting yourself ready, assignment and this one, all those things. Before writing exams again, then coming in to badge on someone for school fees now, it's totally wrong. It's never right at all.
Actually, I'm not going to put my fingers on it that I'm supporting what is going on. But what's going on now, if each and every one of us will see, this is not just a thing that we can just say, okay, it's the fault of the university, it's the fault of the governor, it's the fault of the students. Okay, we can do this blame shifting, but if we keep doing this blame shifting, we'll do it from today to tomorrow. But as of now, let us look at the facts. The school gate is locked. We cannot go on with our exams again. Even the so-called finalist students that are supposed to write this exam now and leave the school, we cannot do it again. These professors, they have their own degrees already. We are trying to get our own degrees. So why go around doing some of these things when at the end of the day we'll also be called to question? We must still write our exams. So now what I'm saying is, we would have not even gone on this protest at all. We would have looked for other ways of channeling our own grievances. There are many ways of channeling our grievances. We have done it before, and even when they did this undertaking, it was not as grievous as this. Locking the school gate and not listening to any authority at all would not help us at all. That's my own view on this issue. The last time when an undertaking was given, many students went back not to pay school fees again. What the school is saying this time is that many students use their school fees to play Bet Niger, of which is practical that we can see here around. Not everybody that went on protesting was actually not having the money to pay. Some people were giving this money, they refused to pay. Some people were giving this money, they ate it. That's the point of view I want some of us to understand it from. Some people did not have at all. Sincerely, we sympathize with them. But then again, now this is affecting a greater percentage of law-abiding citizens. So it really pains me that I cannot write my own exam. Not that I'm being selfish, not that I'm having a selfish interest. I want everybody to write this exam, but at the end of the day, now it's holding me back, and that is very, very bad. And I must state clearly that this thing is a fact. We have friends in the hostels. We have friends everywhere on campus here that use their own money to partake in many Ponzi schemes. Some people, when they give them this money, they prefer to use the money to buy new clothes and wear than to go and pay their school fees, expecting that at the end of the day they will have that money to pay. But now, some people, they were not able to have the money to pay. I give you an instance of what happened in the exam we wrote yesterday. We wrote one of our core courses yesterday, and when our lecturers were trying to check our school fees receipts to ensure that only the persons that have paid that went enter the hall, some people rushed that very morning and they went and paid and brought the receipt. So will you tell me that this person did not have the money to pay since, but as at that time the money was able to come out? So this is what we are saying. It's very, very simple. Now they have closed down the school. There's nothing we can do. Okay. Even the exam we still want to write. We currently speak, the portal is open. The portal was closed for one day. The next day the portal was open. So people paid school fees. Even that on Thursday when core courses started, people paid school fees. Yes, not trying to be unreasonable, but the fact is that what are the regulations of the university? If the university is even trying to implement its regulations, we should not be here talking by now about payment of school fees or not. Because when school resumes officially, we are given 2 weeks to pay school fees, register your courses, add and drop of electives. You understand? After which everything, the issue is finally disposed of. But we students, what do? We don't pay. And the university now understanding that, okay, the school is a state-owned university. In fact, some people say this university is even the university for the poor, which I don't really agree with them, you understand? So at the end of the day now, they keep it, they give us the grace to pay. Even when exams are going on, they give us this grace to pay. But students of Benue State University are notorious for not paying school fees. And some of them have even gone into fraud, like we noticed recently. Many people forge receipts and things like that. So, in fact, but the sins that some students, I'm not saying all, the sins that some students have committed so far are too grievous to be forgiven. And I'm not saying this because I've paid my own school fees. Of course, I know I've paid my own school fees, and I feel the pain of people that genuinely didn't have to pay. You said they are notorious, and they are so fond of floating. But if that was the case, or if that is to be the case, 75% of the students of BSU have remitted their school fee. They have paid. The only percent that has not been able to pay their school fees has been that of the 15 that is left out.
25.
So
25%.
25. So the majority have paid. So these ones that have not paid, if they were really the way you describe them, the majority would have been the ones that have not remitted. But
Why?
because they would have been those ones, because the way you describe them, you said they are so fond of not cooperating.
It's not majority that play Bet Niger, for example. Not majority play
So the thing
Bet
is-
Niger with their fees.
The
fact is, what you understand is when MMM came, this is what the investor is now saying. This is the point of view the investor is coming from. When MMM came, a lot of students used their money to perform in this Ponzi scheme. If you agree with me, in the hostel, in fact, the hostel went ballistic. Who were playing MMM, Bet Niger, people were playing Bet Niger. Now, who use 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira to play Bet Niger? Where do they get this money from? Of course, we know a lot of people have mobile phones in the hostel. Big mobile phones. Okay, if you sell these mobile phones, you can pay your school fees. I know this is as difficult. It's as difficult. Okay, or maybe let me also flow to sympathy and say, okay, it is not good that the investor is saying we should not pay and things like that. But some of us, we have paid already. How do you expect us to feel? We have paid, but we can't write.
What about the students that have to go look for this money themselves and come back to pay? Have you considered those ones? Have you considered those ones that have to go out there, hustle for these school fees before they come back to pay? It is not everybody who is handed over school fee to come and pay just like you, by our parents or by their parents to come and pay just like you are.
Okay, by March this year, that is next month, it will make one full calendar year in which this session has begun. This is very, very bad. Okay, this has been due to incessant ASU strikes and the rest. Within the period of from this March to last March, you understand? It's enough time for any student to say you want to hustle to get, for example, 18,000 naira or 20,000 naira, which is this semester school fees. It is really bad. At one point, I even heard that if it is because of I heard that the university, I don't know, and this may not be a fact, yes, that the university has made provision for students to use a check, a post-dated check or something, and pay what and pay the school fees. So when the parents' salary come, it automatically goes into the investor's account. But now many students did not do that also. We claim that. Go back to the question that was first asked here by my brother interviewing me, whether the locking of the gates by the students is rightful. We are not militants. This is an academic environment. Other people should look at the academia bar and respect these people that these people they have a high rate of intellect. If not, we are not different from the Fulani people. You understand? What if the school comes and say, okay, let us pay damages because we have destroyed some things? We may not have destroyed anything, but we'll be paying damages. What do you have to say about that?